Hello, hello. I'm on.
Yes.
Good.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good evening. Shabbat Shalom and welcome to our service. And especially this evening, we know that from the East Coast to the West Coast, lots of people are watching. And then we're going to talk about Texas just a little bit later. So we begin our service with lighting of our candles. And yes, please, Roz, come on up, please. May the Shabbat candles that we now light inspire us to see justly and gently, look honestly and with kindness, and to see what's holy in each other.
Light both of the candles and let's all draw that sweet Shabbos light to ourselves and we chant together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Thank you. Thank you. As we turn in our prayer books to page 4, a special introduction to Hine Matov.
We're going to have a special song because I'm feeling particularly sweet about being back in Vail for Shabbat with you all tonight. And so we're going to sing John Denver's Annie's song. The words, if you think about it, are really a love song to Annie, but also to Shabbat. All the sweetness, the 24 hours that we get to rest and just really lean into our restored time, our restorative time. It fills up our senses. I hope it can fill up your senses because it fills up my senses. So if you know the words, sing along, and if not, you can kind of see how the words work for Shabbat.
And then we roll right into...
We'll roll right into Hine Matov, so stay right there on page 4. You fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Let me love you. Let me give my life to you for at least 24 hours. Let me drown in your laughter. Let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you. Let me always be with you. Come, let me love you. Come love me again, 'cause you fill up my senses like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov u'manayim, שבת אחים גם יחד. All together. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. Yes. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
And we're all from so many different places, as well as those who are watching on YouTube, but we still have our one family. We turn to page 8 at the bottom of the page. We'll continue with our family prayer. May we never take for granted the gift of Shabbat as we nestled in the Rocky Mountains, sharing this humble moment with family and friends. May the satisfaction of celebrating Shabbat hearten our spirits. Let Shabbat peace bring quiet to our souls. Allow this time set aside for song and prayer. Bring us closer together in thoughts and deeds. The space we share become our place of devotion, glowing with reverence and filled with our traditions. May the end of this week encourage us to examine our actions. Look ahead toward the new week, be worthy of all of God's blessings. The top of page 8 is the angels of peace. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Part of our Shabbat morning service, we have the prayer for dew, we have the prayer for rain, and at the bat mitzvah that we had a few weeks ago, we included the prayer for snow. And God answered, He just said later. So as we look up to our mountains, Sinai, page 12, there will be snow. But we join together just as the pilgrims lifted their eyes, page 12. As you have already guessed, Cantor Michelle is out in New York City at a music conference, and how privileged we are to have Colleen Deeker with us. She was with us for High Holy Days and will be our musician in residence over the summer as well. So thank you for squeezing us in this time.
So happy to be here.
Thank you, thank you. And I get to choose different tunes that are very special to me. Lecha Dodi, as we turn to page 16, not only are we welcoming the Sabbath bride, but when we were in Amsterdam, it was the most haunting tune in an all-wooden synagogue where Anne Frank and her father would pray. And it's written by Shlomo Karlbach. It's on page 16. Easy enough to catch on to, and I know you can teach us.
Yes, it goes like this. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Penei Shabbat Nekabela. I already heard somebody singing the response that goes Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Likrat Kala Penei. All together. Shabbat Nekabela. Beautiful. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad ishmianu el hameyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shem u'tiferet ve'litila. Lecha Dodi Likrat
Allah.
Likrat Kala Penei Shabbat Nekabela. Likrat Shabbat Lechu v'necha ki mekor habracha merosh mikedem nesucha so'ov ma'aseh b'machshava tchila. Lecha Dodi. Lecha Do- Yes. Likrat
Kala.
Likrat Kala Penei Shabbat Nekabela.
Bottom of page 18, we rise, face the rear of the sanctuary as we greet the Sabbath bride.
Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'v'tzola toch emunei am segula. Boi kala boi kala lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Penei Shabbat Nekabela.
You may be seated. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just love having that tune where it brings me back to a whole nother time and really a whole different world that existed before the Holocaust. As we turn to page 23 in our prayer books, we're going to continue with that wonderful reading just for today, taken from the Boston Globe, 1921. And who would have thought that at the time that this was written, Dr. Crane says that it would ever become the reading that it is. And Phil, you can do it now and then in March when you come back. He's turning it on.
Just for today, I will live one day only, forgetting yesterday and tomorrow, and not trying to solve the whole problem of life at once.
Just for today, I'll be unafraid of life and death, unafraid to enjoy the beautiful and be happy. People are as happy as they make up their minds to be.
Just for today, I will adjust myself to what is, and not try to adjust everything to suit me. If I cannot have what I like, I will try to like what I have.
Just for today, I'll be agreeable, cheerful, charitable, do my best, praise people for what they can do, not criticize them for what they cannot do. And if I find fault, I'll forgive it and forget it. I'll try not to improve nor regulate anybody except myself.
Just for today, I will have a plan. I may not follow it exactly, but I will have one. It will save me from worry, hurry, and indecision.
Just for today, I'll get people off my nerves and not get on theirs. Appreciate them for what they do and what they are.
Just for today, I will not show it if my feelings are hurt.
Just for today, I'll find a little time for quiet to relax and realize what life is and can be. Time to think about God and get a better perspective of myself.
Just for today, I will look at life with fresh eyes and discover the wonder of it. I will know that as I give to the world, so the world will give to me.
And the next time we'll be together, you'll be in Florida watching us. So we'll look forward to that. Turn to page 24 in our prayer books as we rise for our call to worship and join together in the Baruch Hu.
Everybody sing ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach.
You may be seated. My daughter was taking a course at CU, and in her Judea class, they had to talk about what's the difference between a space and a place in the Jewish world. And I said, well, that sounds like a reading that we could do. So we explained it in this reading on page 29, taking her essay that she probably got an A on, and we said, we'll put this into our book. Page 29, this space we share on this Shabbat Eve, may we never forget the holiness of Makom, this place, because it's where we gather together in a Beit Tefillah, a house of worship. This space we share on this Shabbat Eve, may we never forget the lessons learned in this place, because it's here that we gather together in a Beit Midrash, a house of study. This space we share on this Shabbat Eve, may we never forget the friendships within Makom, this place, because it is here that we gather together in Beit Knesset, a house of meeting. The space we share on this Shabbat Eve, may the doors always be open to the lonely that hunger for love, and greet them with a welcoming Shabbat Shalom. The space we share on this Shabbat Eve, may we always be aware that all faiths share Makom, this place, and there is holiness in the worship as in ours. The space we share on this Shabbat Eve, always be a place where music inspires our souls. Thank you. We turn to page 30 and join together. Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed, V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha v'chol me'otecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzavcha hayahom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha v'lechtecha v'derech Ushavtecha uvkumecha Ukshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotafot beinenecha, uvtavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha. And there is so much that we are grateful for coming up to the Hanukkah holiday season of being together with friends and with family. The top of page 32 as we continue responsively in gratitude. As the sun sets slowly behind the mountains of Vail, we gather together appreciative of the many gifts we enjoy. With this Shabbat, amidst the peacefulness of these surroundings, let us no longer focus on that which we desire, but rather upon what we already savor, the quietness of the creek and the soft mountain air. We thank you each day for health of body, mind, and spirit. Let our daily actions reflect our gratefulness for our lives, every moment, with every breath. We're grateful to God who has given us the blessings of Shabbat. When this Shabbat evening we seek peace and comfort, shield us from the hatred and destruction that plagues so many corners of the world, and console those in need. The top of page 34, Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ushmo tzveiteinu, uvoeinu, l'chaim u'shalom, me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu, sing it now. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu l'shalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim.
That would make a great ringtone. We turn to page 36, taken from the book of Exodus. In 6 days the Lord created the heavens and the earth. The seventh day he ceased from his work and rested. V'shamru.
Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, l'dorotam be'rit olam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, l'dorotam be'rit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam, oti leolam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, l'dorotam be'rit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, asa Adonai, et hashamayim v'et ha'aretz. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, l'dorotam be'rit olam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Everybody. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, l'dorotam be'rit olam.
Well, there are those in our community who are in need of healing, body, mind, or spirit. If you have a person in your life in need of healing, in just a moment, please feel free to share their name aloud, even if you're just watching us. To share their name aloud as we continue with our prayer for healing. The top of page 38, Misha Berach.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
And we offer these blessings for full healing to Ross Bagully, Ronnie Baker, Gail Balin, Sue Beiser, Chip Brown, Esther Gines Batchaya, Blanche Deutsch, Chris Eldridge, Larry Ellens, and Carol Ann Finn, Sherry Frank, Deborah Goldman, Helene Grablowski, Mark Grablowski, Lori Hellman, Mike Herman, Raea Ivry, Harriet Jaffe, Mary Sue Katz, and Herman Keek, Phil Krasnow, Evan Latcher, Judith Landau, Barbara Myers, Stephen Reese, Bruce Rogers, Bill Silvers, and B. Sklerowitz, Dina Stempler, Debbie Stensler, Lisa Steyer, Merle Steyer, Alan Tannenbaum, Richard Taxman, Donna Weinstock, and Jerry Weinstock.
Sheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
As we turn to page 40 in our prayer books and rise, we'll continue with the Reader's Kaddish.
Yitkadal ve'yitkadash shemei Rabba, Vail madi v'rach yirutei ve'amlich malchutei, v'chaye onu v'yom echad, v'chaye v'chol beit Yisrael. Adala v'adala, u'vizman kari ve'yimeru, Amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach, ve'olam olam me'omaya, Yitbarach ve'yishtabach, ve'yitba'ar, ve'yitromam, ve'yitnaseh, ve'yitadar, ve'yitaleh, ve'yitalal, shemei dekudasha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma, ve'yimiru.
How difficult is it to write these beautiful songs that we're singing back to the 19th century or even to today? Colleen said she wrote a brand new song for Adonai Svatai, which we won't be doing tonight, right?
It was actually Yehiyu L'Ratzon, Rabbi, but I can write a new Adonai Svatai right now if you want me to.
Okay, we will do that.
Should I do it?
We're going to do that this summer. We're going to take one of these prayers.
So not right now.
Not right now. No, not now. We're going to spend a day doing it together, a blank piece of paper, and we're going to learn how to write a song. And it could be Yehiyu L'Ratzon.
Or it could be Adonai Svatai.
Okay.
Whichever.
Page 42.
Adonai Svatai tiftach ufia ki tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
As we continue silently through page 57. May be seated when you've completed the Amida. Well, we'd like to welcome the 16 members of our congregation who are meeting in Dallas, sitting in front of a television, watching our service together and having a beautiful dinner together. We have Bonnie and Jeffrey Whitman's house, and what's the small world that it is. Harry Whitman, his brother, and I went to high school together, and we're best friends. And all of a sudden, B'nai Vail brings everyone together. And Debbie Stensler really began to manipulate and maneuver all this stuff so we could have this service for all of them. So when I was talking to Colleen, I said, well, we have to do a little bit of a Texas kind of welcome to all of you who are watching us. So we turn in our prayer books. Page 56 at the bottom of the page. You all know it. We're going to do this one together. Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom, Shalom Bimrama, Huya, Aseh Shalom.
Everyone.
Come on, guys. Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'yimru, Ve'yimru, Amen.
Okay, in Texas, everyone.
Everybody, come on. Oseh Shalom. Bimroma, Huyaseh Shalom. Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'yimru, Ve'yimru, Amen. Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'yimru, Ve'yimru,
Yeah, see if your congregation in Dallas can do that. I don't think so. Thank you. That was
Hi,
beautiful.
Eric and Barbara Solomon. I just want to say hi to you guys. And also, I'm going to be in Dallas tomorrow night. So look at my Facebook page if you want to see where I'm hanging out.
That's why we're lucky enough to have Colleen, because last night you were in.
Kansas City.
Right.
And now I'm here with you. Shabbat Shalom. Shall I leave now?
You can sit down and relax and catch your breath.
Right.
When studying Talmud at the seminary, one of the books that I enjoyed most was the Masechet Shabbat. And within there are the rules of Hanukkah. It begins by saying, my Hanukkah. What is Hanukkah? And I thought, okay, this is kind of easy and interesting for us to watch and to read. But then it goes on to say, one should always go up in holiness and not go down in holiness. Now, although it's a very minor festival in the Jewish calendar, Hanukkah has become, for many of us, one of the most popular celebrations. And it touches so many beautiful themes. We have religious freedom, we have fighting evil, rededication of the temple, and the spreading of light. But there's one more theme that they talk about. I found it particularly fascinating because Hanukkah reminds us, what does it mean to become and to be human? Well, there's a basic law, and there aren't that many for Hanukkah. It simply says to light a Hanukkah lamp and to place it in your window. We beautify the festival by the number of candles that change from day to day. Now, there's an argument, it goes back 2,000 years ago to the first century. The two great schools of rabbinic thought were Shammai and Hillel. The school of Shammai says that on the first night of Hanukkah, you should light 8 candles. Then, with each night, you diminish one by one. It made sense. That should be historically accurate, just as the oil lasted for 8 days. The school of Hillel, on the other hand, said that we should light 1 on the first night, and each night we increase it by the number 1. Of course, Jews throughout the world, we follow the opinion of Hillel. But when you think about it, doesn't that school of Shammai really make a lot of sense? It's a good argument. So the real question is, why should Shammai teach that we lower the number of lights each night? Well, Hillel had to give a reason for his change in practice, and he taught one of, I think, the most important teachings about being a human being. One should always go up in holiness and not go down in holiness. We should always strive to become better in our lives. Holiness is, well, it's really what separates us human beings from the rest of the animal kingdom. Animals live according to their nature. They follow instinct. As humans, we need to rise above nature, and we need to strive to achieve higher and higher levels of holiness. Well, many of the rabbis speak about the ladder of holiness, and how should we strive to climb that ladder. There's a Hasidic story that I remember one of my professors told, and he said, a Rebbe asked his students, who is it that's higher on the ladder? Someone on the 3rd rung or someone on the 11th rung? And the students all said, of course, it's on the 11th. And he responds back to them, you're wrong. Who's higher? It depends if they are going up or going down. So wherever we begin, we're always higher if we're climbing up the ladder of holiness. Well, there are parts of our world that are filled with darkness, and Shammai's vision, well, although I think it's based on historical facts, the point of his was to increase darkness by reducing the numbers of lights each night until none were left, and then we were sitting in the dark. But Hillel disagreed, and he says in the Talmud that a festival of light is to bring more light into the world, and we do so by bringing more holiness that brings more light into the world. So Hanukkah is a time for us to consider, I think, that ladder of holiness, and how do we continue to go up the ladder and not wait on the top to go down. Our rabbis have seen human beings as suspended, interesting, somewhere between animals and angels. How do we move up from animals and become maybe just a little closer to the angels? How do we keep spreading the light of holiness throughout the world? And that's the message of Hanukkah, the message that we're displaying in our window as we increase the light each night of Hanukkah. Thank you. Well, and we're going to be doing that tomorrow. Sunday night. Can't bring it too soon. Sunday night we'll be meeting at Loaded Joe's. Sounds like Loaded Yosef, we'll say. And we come there for coffee and for drinks, and then from there we'll walk over to the menorah over by the covered bridge. Every night we'll be there 4 o'clock for coffee, 5 o'clock for candle lighting. So we invite all of you. Sunday night, I'll get this right, we also have a dinner here. We tried to think of almost everything that was not healthy and made in oil. So we said pizza, fried latkes, fried donuts, salad with oil. So it'll be a delicious dinner. You're all invited back after the candle lighting. And we'll be doing that every night. And again, thank you. Thank you for coming. I know that you squeezed us in between all of this. And we love it. And we'll be having Colleen for the summer where we talk about so many different things where we're going to be teaching music, learning about the prayers, and learning some of the prayers we'll be doing for the High Holy Days.
We'll be writing songs together. We'll be writing new music together that you can actually have ownership of. We'll be learning how to sing fully embodied.
Bad singers?
How everyone's welcome. Bad singers, which I don't actually believe in, but I hope everyone will come sing and more. We have so many ideas.
So we look forward to that. And again, welcome to all of you who are watching. We know at Seacrest you're watching. Helene and Bernie are in Virginia Beach, and I don't know who else. They're all over.
Bernie.
We're saying hello to all of you. And all of those on the ships at Pearl Harbor, welcome. I know that it's still pretty early out there, but we're glad that you're joining us for Shabbat, and we're here with Colleen. So thank you for squeezing us in these many trips that you have. We're going to now return to our prayer books and rise, and we'll join together page 60, Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'ateit gedula le'yotzer bereshit, shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot, v'lo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu k'chol amonam, v'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim u'modim, lifnei melech Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, V'ne'emar, V'haya Adonai, L'melech al kol ha'aretz, Bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai Echad, U'shemo, Shema Tonight, to remember our loved ones who are no longer with us. It has been said that a loved one will always be with us while their name is still spoken. In solemn testimony to that unbroken faith which links the generations one to another, we call to mind those whose yahrzeit we observe this month. Doris Allen, Harry Baker, Rona Banke, Matthew Bogomol, Jared Bresky, Sybil Carsley, Rosalie Cohn, Rachel Cohen, Max Cohen, Lynn Craig, Caleb Dressen, and Lynn Egert, Freda Elswig, Beatrice Elswig, Rose Engel, David Azursky, Henry Feldman, Seymour Fleischer, and Dora Gardner, Lillian Gelfand, Bernie Gerson, Herb Glazer, Stanley Goldberg, Carol Goldberg, and Benny Abraham Roblowski. Roger Gulperin, Edmund Hess, Lillian Himmelfarb, Sarah Hockman, Selma Horowitz, and Eunice Janko. Sadie Kaufman, Bob Krasnow, Gerald Kushner, Renee Leff, Jerry Lehman, Susan Larich, Norman Levin, Alma Levine, Marilyn Levitt, Evelyn Lomry, Eleanor Marks, Alan Minsky, Joanne Morrison, and Renee Myers. Marvin Nelson, Jean Narenberg, Alexis Nickerman, Jacob Numeroff, and Jack Numeroff. Gerald Olch, Frank Papish, Rosalie Presser, Familent,
Gerald Roth, Leonard Rudolph, Burton Schiff, Seth Shapiro, Carol Shapiro, and Ann Solomon. Arlene Stein, Jerry Stempler, Pearl Sutton, Harry Tudanger, Ronald Weinstein, Bruce Winokur, Augusta Whitman, Dorothea Wolf, and Sam Zelensky. And anyone else is observing Kaddish this month? The Mourner's Kaddish can be found in our prayer books on page 64. And those who wish may join with us as we say, Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'almad yivrach yirotei v'amlich malchutei, chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dekal beit Yisrael, v'agalav v'zman kariv v'imramein. Yehei shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam u'me'omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. Yithadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechamata, da'amiran b'yama v'imramein. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imramein. Oseh shalom v'imramav, uyaseh shalom. Aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'imramein. May be seated. Again, thank you for coming out to join us on this Shabbat evening and for watching us on YouTube. We appreciate the time that you give to us and that we get to give to you. When I was talking to Colleen about what we should do for Adon Olam, it was so simple. Hanukkah, what do we do? Ma'otzor. She said, but wait.
You already gave away one of the songs. I was going to have you guys guess which Hanukkah tunes we're putting to Adon Olam, because there's 5 verses. So we're going to do 3 different Hanukkah songs. And I thought about having whoever posts in the comments first what the names of the songs are gets a special request for the next time I do services. But you already said Ma'otzor. So there's 2 other ones.
Okay, that was
They're
just
very
to get,
easy.
It was just to get them warmed up.
It's just, to have some fun.
Okay, here we go.
You've got them warmed up. So where are we? We're on page 66.
66.
Yes. All right, you know the first one, so here we go. Everybody sing.
Adon
Olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'ed nasa b'chefsa kol azai melech shemo.
Very good so far.
Ve'acharei kichlot hakol levado yilach nora behu haya behu hove behu yiyeh betifara behu haya behu hove behu yiyeh betifara behu echad ve'ein sheni lehamshil lo lehachbira beli reishit beli tachlit velo ha'oz ve'hamizra vehu eli v'chayko ali v'tzorchev li ve'etzara vehu nisi umanos li menat kosi ve'yom ekra ve'yado afkid ruchi ve'eti shan ve'a'ira ve'im ruchi geviati Adonai li ve'lo ira.
That was
Did you know all the
amazing.
songs? Yeah. You nailed
What
it.
a perfect warm-up. Thank you.
It was very
And thank you for being here. We're now going to rise for a closing blessing and Kiddush Motzi. Adonai oz le'amo yitain, Adonai varechet amo v'shalom. May the Lord grant strength to his people, bless all peoples with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafen l'chaim.
Baruch atah Adonai,
Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom.
Yeehaw! Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bim, chibby baby baby bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom.